Discord notification. Sent. Close Discord. Get rid of the preview on OBS because I can't actually look there, and it... Well, I don't know if this game is as GPU heavy as Strange Horticulture was, but yeah, I just getting in the habit of reducing GPU because that's my computer's limiter. Pull up chat. Okay. I did not find a good place to set chat. Okay. What are we doing? We got a card. So I guess that's what we're doing. Okay. Up the stairs, left then left again. Wrong map. Up. Hey. Okay, up the stairs. I'm gonna assume you're starting at like the grand hallway or something. Up the stairs, left, and then left again. Left. Left. Well, they weren't counting this as left before. These are technically stairs. Second on the right is where I spend each night. Up the stairs. Left. Oh! Up these stairs, maybe. Up the stairs. Yes? Up the stairs, left. Left again. Master bedroom? That seems like a reasonable guess. It's labeled, so I don't think they'll punish me for clicking this, so I guess I'll click it anyways. A grand four-poster bed dominates the room, but my eye is drawn to a portrait on the far wall. It depicts a brown-haired woman of simple beauty with a raven perched on her shoulder. Elizabeth, Edmund's late wife. All at once, I realize that I am intruding in this personal space, and I leave feeling guilty and uneasy. Fair. Oh, they do punish me for that. I guess it's because it's his house. Okay. That's good to know, though. Okay, I say again, there's so many stairs here. Okay. Up the stairs. What is this map? Okay, so these rooms are actually past the stairs. It looks like they're going... Okay, maybe this is up the stairs. Left. And then left again? That does not give me a loom to click on. Because if these are the stairs going upstairs and we actually switch to the other map... So it would be up the stairs. Yeah, I'm not confusing my left, so maybe it's left. No, that doesn't work. Left and left again? Okay. Their directions, I have a problem with them. So inaccurate. Not taking account all the multiple lefts you're taking and such. This bedroom looks like it hasn't been used for some time. A thin layer of dust coats the furnishing and cobwebs decorate every corner. Pulling back the thin curtains lets some light in, but more importantly, they reveal a macabre item that has been hiding on the windowsill all this time. Ew. Hi. This makes me feel uneasy. I don't like it. Shocking. Well, I guess There's been a lot of things that they should have feel uneasy with and have not. Hard and worryingly sharp. The ring is hard and somewhat rough, and leathery finger, polished base. Are they real severed fingers? Surely not. Gold ring. Okay, I would not have expected gold there. Wood base. You can go with the other severed hand thing. That's still not in use, so ring the bell. Pet the cat. I can never get any peace in my house. When am I to find time to do my writing? I've tried beeswax, but that makes my ears sore, and besides, I can still hear the shouting and banging at all hours. You tried pouring beeswax in your ears? I heard you might be able to help me. You try... Oh. Oh, maybe it wasn't hot, and it's just like, it's a squishy enough substance to, like, I don't know. I'm gonna hope that's it. St. John's Anvil. These items have much in common with the St. John's poppy plant of the same name, a fact that is reflected in their design. They have quite different uses, however, whereas the plant helps to overcome deafness, an anvil will dampen sound. They can even be turned to filter out certain noises, but allows others to be heard. Okay. Have in common with the St. John's poppy. Maybe red with some yellow? Though they aren't making this colored, so I don't think my knowledge of the St. John poppy should necessarily come in with this. Poppies are stereotypically red, though, I think, so I don't know. Do I have anything flower designed? Maybe should be looking for something about noise. Every sound has become both louder and clearer. So probably not. Flower. Oh. Maybe there's something... the other appendix. I don't think so. Yeah. Gems. What was that? A dark stone for dark purposes. Bloodstone. Okay, creepy. That's not the button I meant to press. The fourth eye, a stone of sight. Oh yeah, that was in the necklace I didn't give the person. A stone of protection and an enveloping night. That sounds cool. Cinder, welcome in. It's good to see you. St. John's Anvil. I hope you're well, as can be at least. Demon spins into stream to cause chaos. Yeah, it's this item I'm looking for is supposedly similar to St. John's poppy. But like I don't have anything like flower-like. guess they say it's... It should reflect in the design, though. Well, welcome in. You're always welcome to be silly here. Oh, is this a bloodstone? I haven't translated those symbols. But that's not like similar in design to St. John's Poppy. Have I failed to identify something? I mean, there's that, but... It wants, like, a flower shape here. I'm not sure if I should be messing with the locked things yet, though. Well, have a nice lurk or a nice sleep. Or, you know, hanging out until you decide which to do. This has gemstones. Could this be considered similar to St. John's Poppy? I wouldn't think so. What? Maybe I should just go and look at hearing for things. Sounds are muffled in its presence. Oh, the leaves. The leaves are similar. Okay. What's that gemstone? An orange gemstone. Pale yellow. Amber. Fire and light, heat and life. It doesn't seem to fit, but maybe it's like powering the thing. Okay, it is, though. The leaves in the design are similar to the leaves in the sketch of the plant. Closer inspection reveals that it does indeed muffle sound. Gray's grace, worn as a pendant to dispel melancholy. They share the design of a shadow catcher. Ring the bell. Oh, you have an eye patch. You must be the Thermitage's apprentice. I bet he's a hard man to work under. He's helped me out more than once in the past, though. And speaking of the past, my eye has been aching again lately. That can't be a good sign. I'd be willing to make a fair trade for an Elva stone if you have one. Let me... Elva stone. Elva stones can be used to relieve the discomfort caused by otherwise incurable ailments, such as Braxis or burning blood. The planetary metal used in these items is associated with the Selenic discipline, a connection that is also reflected by their design. Selenic. So that's like... Okay. Selenic, of the moon. Of the moon. Planetary metal. No. Mundane. Planetary metals. Iron, gold. Okay, silver most likely because it's of the moon. Which is apparently different than quicksilver, mercury. I'm liking possibly this one. Silver. Stone. Has an ethereal quality to it. Cold and smooth. I don't know about ethereal quality though. This was gold? Pinkest gemstone and bronze. Okay. Gold and stone. Elva stone. Yeah, so it has to be moon metal. Oh, what? Okay, that was my reminder to stream. Yeah, I started a bit early. The design featured crescent moons, a reflection of the selenic. The metal is silver associated with the moon. I like that identification. That one was fun. Oh, he traded me an item. Okay. Hi, unexpected item. Gold, blue gemstone, silver ring, cool gemstones, warm gold, warm silver ring. Doesn't smell. No sense. Okay. Okay. Jupiter! I wonder when we'll start breaking into things. I've been doing some reading. See what you make of this. See what I... Oh, okay. Make of what? Ambra. These items cause mental fog, a withering of intellect and thought. They are slow to work several hours. Recalibrating. One moment. These items cause mental fog, a withering of intellect and thought. They are slow to work, requiring several hours to have any effect. Through prolonged use, they can cause the whites of the eye to turn black and the subject to become deeply disoriented. They produce a noctic field. Oh, so you're thinking that might be the cause of the black-eyed people. That would make sense. Slow to work, though. That fisherman they found yesterday had been up at Wyatt Beck, so I'm gonna see if I can find anything out there. Here I go again, sticking my nose into trouble because I don't seem to be able to listen to that part of me that says, go put the kettle on and let someone else deal with it for a change. Thank you, Verona. It's bloody-minded arrogance to follow that thought up with, but there isn't anyone else, but here we are and here I am. I mean, you saved the world last time. They do it all wrong anyway. Yep, okay. So... Oh. When did I get a new person update thing? Or is that just her conversation? Oh, this guy. The Relic Hunter. Baron Potter. Intellect... I feel like I've heard his name in something else, but I don't know. The Relic Hunter. Baron Potter. Intelligent, affable, heroic. These are the words that Baron Potter would use to describe himself. Irresponsible, impulsive, and foolhardy are some of the more tasteful terms that those who have dealt with him might use. One thing is not in dispute. He knows how to track down objects, and he certainly knows their worth. He is also no coward. He bears the scars to prove it. He was one of the few who have ventured into the depths of the catacomb and lived to tell the tale. And tell the tale he does, at the slightest provocation. May I provoke you to tell me the tale? Is these the catacombs below that tower? Mikhail, welcome in. Oh dear. Oh hey, I'm pretty sure I have one of those. Whittling intellect and thought. Wonder if he's related to Harry? Ah, yeah. Huh. They produce a Noctic field. They didn't really give me anything to identify it with because, like, I still don't know how to use this, or even if I can. Oh, they are slow to work. Maybe I am one. Yeah, I don't know what I can do with that information yet. So ring the bell, I guess. I have been wearing a pendant that I found in the library, and it does something to me. Okay. It gives me an appetite for reading that I cannot control. I was lost in the library for 3 days without eating or sleeping before I managed to take the pendant off and escape. So you're gonna give me that pendant. It is rather pretty, though. Really? Someone told me I need a Curstic Purifier and that this is the place to get one. Okay, so you want the cursed object, you just don't want it to be cursed anymore. That's Curstic Ward, Curstic Purifier. A small topaz gemstone known as the Eye is placed in a strong-smelling liquid, usually some potent barley spirit or vinegar. Small tokens, such as rings or amulets perhaps, submerged in the liquid and left for a full cycle of the moon are cleansed of impurities, of simple impurities, curses, or hexes. Of course, there is a limit to the effectiveness of this process. I don't know if I should be looking for a small topaz gemstone because the gemstone is inside the liquid, right? I'm thinking about that box that smells of eggs. I mean, it's a strong smelling liquid. Oh, there are rocks. There are rocks here. Pinkish gemstone. Topaz is pale yellow. Moonstone, perhaps? Usually pink or off-white, a stone of protection and enveloping night. It's gotta be this. How? I don't have anything else you can place anything in. Okay, it wasn't that. But the thing is, you shouldn't be able to see the thing because you're placing it in it. What do they say? Curly Pop, no. If you know it's cursed, never mind. If it's pretty. Small gemstone known as the Eye. Topaz gemstone. Maybe I'm giving them the eye only and not like... Huh. Well, I need to use the bathroom, so I will be right back. One moment. Okay, I have returned. And I got myself water because I figured that'd be healthy. Okay. Oh! I totally forgot about this. strong odor, and shake it rattles, which means there's something in there. That makes sense. This has been here for so long I forgot it existed. It just became one with the wallpaper. Okay. The label bears the symbol for vinegar. Oh, interesting. Closer inspection reveals that there is a small object rattling inside. Oh, new person? Oh, Simone Green. You're the librarian from the last game or something. I've been working on something that you might find interesting. Did you know that nobody knows who built strange antiquities? It's very odd. Perhaps the oldest building in Undermere, according to some accounts. Even Eli doesn't know all of its secrets. I've been decoding a journal that he found. It's slow work, but I've made a bit of a breakthrough recently. Have you discovered the plyphs below the counter? I have learned that they can be used to access the shop's hidden depths. Okay. And this journal holds some of the keys. Like those. There's something I discovered late last night. See what you make of it. Here's something I've discovered last night. Yeah, I vaguely noticed those. And I just never remarked on it. Alcove key, horned shackle, advocant, and then a moon something. The writing is dense and spidery, so it's not always easy to decipher. So, horned shackle, evocant. Have I identified that yet? Probably, but yeah. Must be over here. Evocant. And a moon something, huh? Let's see, I'm gonna see if I can see a common theme between the two items. On the chest of a coma to draw a person out. So, change is the horned shackle. Then we have, like, awakening from the evocant. After that, we have a moon something. Which is often, like, maybe a Selenic totem? Selenic is kind of a Simonius with the moon. I don't see anything that's labeled just moon. There's Moonstone Guardian. For the banishment of Hobsphere and Nordic sight, these tend to take the form of comforting guardian. Versus the Selenic totem. I'm gonna try the Selenic totem because then it's like change. What did I say this represented? I've forgotten. I'm telling you, my memory is... Well, birds actually remember things better than I do, so I don't know. That is wrong thing. Change. Then, like, draw out a feeling and then, like, the memory of a feeling? Or, like, a comforting guardian might make sense. But... where's some... My thoughts are falling apart. I also remember not so good. I identify with that streamer. Yeah. What was it? Ah, Sonic Totem. Oh. Hello. It has a pleasant scent that reminds me of the forest. Nothing to remark. Hard and cool, rough. Green gemstone. A dark wood, you perhaps. So, got this. Wood. Sharp aroma. Hard and somewhat rough wood. There's 3 of them, so that makes me think they belong on the cliffs down here. Gold paint. Wood oak, if I'm not mistaken. Hard and somewhat rough. Engraved detailing. Sharp aroma. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Sharp. It has a strong odor, sharp but not entirely unpleasant. An uneven, rough, an uneven texture. Wood, a dark purple gemstone. And I got these. These are important. Oh, but I think I need a 4th one. Okay. Now, I can steal the candles. Oh, they actually do light up in there. That's... I wonder if we'll use that at some point. But that's a really cool detail. Oh, I can weigh a candle. Okay. Oh my god, there's an Ambra somewhere in the shop. Find it. Oh, right. Steal them. You found them, so they're yours. Might be able to sell them for a gold piece each. That's a whole 2 gold pieces. Let's see. I normally have 2 candles out here. Oh. Where's the... Where's the horn shackle sounded like totem? If we can, right. Okay. Well, I suppose I'll leave this again. But let's rearrange things a bit. Yeah. Go. And you. Okay. That way, like, I can easily access this again. Just in case, like, I need those candles or something. Oh yeah, there was 4 candles. I kind of thought so. And... okay. I think I found them in this order, so... okay, you guys can go over there. Still don't have this. Don't have quite enough of these. So, yeah. Okay, next person. After years of working in the thundering mill, I'm afraid I'm quite deaf now. You want the bat one. I've tried St. John's Poppy, but I'm looking for a more permanent solution. I would love to be able to hear my niece's laughter. See, it's both a bat. Every sound has become both louder and clearer. But I am interested, so black gemstone. You said hearing charm. A simple trinket that amplifies sound. While generally used by the hard of hearing, they are a curiosity that can be enjoyed by young and old alike. And of course, they are more devious. They have more devious applications too, making it possible to eavesdrop on private conversations. Hearing charms take the form of animals known for their hearing. And they put a bunny there to mislead you, but it's a bat. And black. Obsidian. A stone of fire and fury. So, yeah, the stone is not always relevant. Other than that, iron has a meaning, apparently. Or it has a symbol. Okay, iron is connected with Mars, so that's also not relevant, but sometimes it can be, I think. I mean, they basically look the same, clearly. Yeah, bats, rabbits. I mean, they don't look like cats, right? So they're the same. Identified. This pendant is in the shape of a bat, an animal known for its hearing. Closer inspection confirms that it enhances hearing abilities. Okay. Yeah, I guess end the day. Oh, there's somebody's thing I haven't read yet. At camp that night, one of the pair had awoken with pain in his left eye. It's the guy! He was alert to the threat at once, recognizing two things at the same time. One, a part of his mind was not his own, and two, the casket wanted to be open. Oh, dear. Wait. Wait, did he... Is this the guy... I forgot his name already, but he came in for, like, an affliction that can't be healed. Did he slice his eye out because he was, like, possessed, cursed in the eye, and, like, he or opened the casket, or he wanted to avoid opening the casket? And this guy actually, like, managed to survive. A deep pain rated down the side of the rider's head where he had sliced himself with diverging hooks. His thoughts were scattered and torn. He could not see out of his left eye. That night, one of the pair had awoken with pain in his left eye. He was alert to the threat at once, recognizing two things at the same time. One, a part of his mind was not his own, and two, the casket wanted to be open. And that guy, hopefully he has a biography, but it said he was one of the people who explored the catacombs, and I forgot to show you that part, but they were exploring the tunnels under a tower. And those could be regarded as catacombs. The maiden in the tower points the way. I am buried among the trees. Interesting. Okay, you! It's the left eye. Left eye. He's one of the few who ventured into the depths of the catacombs and lived to tell the tale. He's the guy. He's the guy that these stories are about. That's my guess. And he dug out a casket, apparently non-human sized, that was dangerous and like brought disaster. But yeah, that's interesting. Also, it's like the whole all foods are classified as a sandwich, a soup, or a salad thing. All animals are either a bat, a cat, or a whale. I walked up the beck a mile or so in the cold, wet yesterday, and I found a section with a handful of dead fish floating in it, belly up and blackened they were. I'm not sure what to make of it, but I don't like it. I'm on my way to Craig's Hall now. I spoke to Dr. Robinson earlier, and she said the two women that were found was still in the same state as the other, in a trance and eyes all black. Okay, so it can't really be an item necessarily. Before I go, Anna Barrett asked me to drop this off. Also, I forgot. We didn't read this because I was distracted going for that. The librarian, Simone Green. Simone finished reorganizing the Amperside Library and came to Ungdomere in search of a new challenge. She took up swimming in the lake after hearing about the health benefits of cold water, but soon found that she preferred the health benefits of a warm blanket and a roaring fire, and a good book. She managed the collections at the Wordsworth Library, following in her mother's footsteps by taking a special interest in occult writings. Okay. I am all over the place now. When we were kids, we used to explore an abandoned house on the lakefront. We'd take a boat out to the southern tip of Naylor Island and row across from there. You know the one I'm talking about, second from the left in the row of 4. That did not comprehend. I found myself outside its door 3 days ago and went inside for old time's sake. I wish I hadn't. It's always had an ominous feel to it. It had taken me the last 3 days to summon the courage to write this weather, but I think it's better you see for yourself what's there. Anna Bryant. Okay, let's see. Valid. I would prefer the health of warm and coziness too. Yep. The maiden in the tower points the way. I am buried among the trees. Mars and winter rising in summer. Yeah, we haven't like looked at the clues around here. Maybe we should at some point. Mars and winter. This is Mars, but I don't know about winter or anything. Rising in summer. I would need to find like the symbol for summer or something. Maiden in the tower. The symbol for maiden. Ah yes, symbols for vinegar. Triple goddess. Wait, what? Witches cannot. Okay. And apparently that's the end of the book. So this is a witch's knot. Maybe... Godfrey's Tower, 22. Mary Bell, 23. 23 versus 22. Huh. Maiden. Let's just go to the conservatory. I'm curious about this, and I wonder if the conservatory would tell me more. Wait, conservatory is an observatory. Is a conservatory where you look at the stars? I don't think so anymore, even though I thought so. Let's go there just to see what it is. Potted plants line the edges, wren, Jacobsworth, and comfrey among them. It's peaceful save for a distant chip of birds, but it's time to move on. Now, these were plants in the first game, but I don't remember what they were for. I'm concerned wren might have been a poison. I don't know. But we don't have a plant book. I guess we can try and identify this other thing. I guess I could also call moderation, but... eh. Okay, abandoned house on the lakefront. Lake Undermere. It said lakefront, so maybe not an island. We take a boat out to the northern tip of Naylor Island. Okay, it's an island. 24 the Bleakstone, 22 Godfrey Tower. North is up, right? Yes, north is up. Oops. Okay, nothing. I'm getting distracted. I'm getting so distracted. So just the north end of Godfrey Island. The tip, they said. Second from the left in the row of 4. There's only a row of 3 here, though. This is a row of 4, I guess. Second from the left. So they row across from this one. I guess we just go here. I feel like they gave us a bunch of information we didn't technically need. Though I guess I do appreciate telling us directions for once. I'd rather too many directions than not enough. I climb the narrow winding staircase to the top of the tower, and I'm rewarded with views across Lake Undermere. I am not alone in the tower. Standing in the center of the circular platform is a statue of a young woman. The maiden, her outstretched arm pointing due east across the rooftops of Undermere and beyond. The maiden points the way. The maiden in the tower points the way. I'm buried among the trees. So, due east from the tower to some trees. Due east is down, right? No, that's south. Okay, right. Due east. You're buried among the trees, so mossy wood. I find what I'm looking for in a small cavity carved in a sturdy oak tree. I find what I'm looking for in a small cavity carved into a sturdy oak tree. I look around, half expecting to see someone, but there is nobody there. I take my prize and leave, feeling my mood lifted by the smell of damp moss and the gentle rush of wind through the trees. Damp moss does kind of smell good. If the game was driving a car, would it stubbornly insist it doesn't need to pull over and ask for directions? What? Huh. So, I feel like we're getting a lot of these things with gems in this kind of shape, sorta. I think the gemstones and the shape would be mostly the identifying thing, not... Yeah. I was like, since it doesn't give directions, no. Actually, not gonna lie, that doesn't really work for what I wanted. Yeah, it doesn't work. Oh well. Cat. Okay, we solved the card while trying to solve this. But... abandoned house on the lakefront. We take a boat out to the northern tip of Naylor Island. This is Naylor Island. This is northern. I guess there's several tips. We take a boat out to the northern tip of Naylor Island and row across from there. So we row across from the tip? You know the one I'm talking about, second from the left in the row of 4. There's 3? What? Okay, wait, what? You know what? Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Get me out of here. Lester Crowley. I apologize if this Inquisition is in an imposition to your disposition. It's not my intention to bring your attention a matter of contention. I have an inclination to perform an incantation of flirtation. For your part, a leaden heart of the thermic art. That was hard to say. And he probably didn't... Okay, a lead heart, maybe? A leaden heart, yeah, a lead heart. Oh, I didn't expect the Inquisition. I think he's just using words to rhyme, okay? I don't think he knows or cares what they mean. Wait, bro, who's... Right? I don't know. These items depicts the god Kronos in his non-human form. They are heavier than they look due to core of lead and by a more modest exterior. So they're heavy. We won't see the lead because that's the core, but it has a modest exterior. They are said to kindle romantic interest in, and are sometimes given as wedding gifts. So this might be his human form. Is this heavy? It does seem heavy. That is heavy. He has like antlers is the thing, so one last check, but I think that's it. No, nope. See, he has antlers, which means his non-human form might be like a deer. Other than that, it's clay and it's very heavy, so yeah. Man is a regular poet with all that rhyming, though. Maybe his flirting works. If you don't... I don't know. Maybe it highly depends on what kind of girl you're after. I have no idea what's going on with all these items, I'm not gonna lie. Fair. Using the index, I can remind myself that Kronos has antlers, suggesting his non-human form could be a deer. Using my weight scale, I can confirm that the item is heavier than it looks. They did not mention that the clay is a modest exterior. Cat. I mean, maybe he's relying on confusion being mistaken for attraction. Because he's got the confusion down. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure some girls are into it. There's someone for everyone. Oh wait, yeah, that's a coded strategy. The cat jumps every time the bell rings, and it's so cute. Oh, you're not Eli. I'm returning an item he asked me to repair. The mechanism was mangled, but I've replaced all the springs and given it a clean. Good as new. Oh? Oh? Maybe not. Okay, so they're denying it entry. Okay. Gemstone, gold. Smooth. This is a very boring item then. Can I touch things? Can I... Ah! You can! Ha! I knew it! Okay, but okay, this is exciting. This is very exciting. But my head... That glass guy just killed it, so... cliffhanger. Look forward to next time. Next time on Opal's stream that is hard to catch. Sorry. But I am very excited for next time, so it's kind of a good place to end. Okay. Oh, and can I not put that on the table again? Okay, very obvious first place, you know, those are the things I have to do next time. Yeah, it was nice having you, Mikkel. Main menu. Just so you can see this. Even if I think I've been here for like 20 minutes. I mean, what is the concept of time anyways? You could have been here for 40 minutes or 20. I wouldn't know. Yeah, that's cool. True, time doesn't exist. Okay. Yes, thank you for coming. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for watching later. Go to bed at 6 p.m. like an elder. I'm not going to bed. Play on the playground like a 6-year-old. Okay, yeah, notifications, go to Discord. No clock's your boss. I move all my VODs over to YouTube. Yeah. Excited for next time. I'm loving this game. It's like, I like plants, but this is better. They refined the system from Strange Horticulture. It's great. One of the rare times the sequel seems better than the original. Like, I often have a lot of problems with sequels, but like, they seems to have actually improved on it instead of innovating for the sake of innovating and not because there was any need or want to it, and often screwing up the things you did well in the first game. I feel like they did very good about improving on the first game rather than just ignoring the first game. Okay, is anybody... Probably nobody to raid. Yes, nobody on. I'm comfortable raiding. Okay. Well, I guess... Bye then. Yeah, thanks for coming. Bye, everyone. Pressing stop stream now.